Greetings, beautiful people. Welcome back to FindXYZ. Today we are going to learn about operations of sets. If I ask you to add x plus 2x, how many x can you see in this first section? You can see 1. How many x are here? 2. So in all, how many x's do you have? 3x. If you can do x plus 2x, definitely you can also do 3 root 3 plus 4 root 3. And before you can combine sets, they must have the same radicand. Before you can combine two or more sets, they must have the same radicand. Now the radicand is the number under the root symbol. So you realize that this is root 3, this is also root 3. But how many root 3s are here? 3. How many root 3s are here? 4. So we can factor out the root 3, right? So we can do root 3 is out. What is left inside? 3 plus 4. And what is 3 plus 4? That will give us 7 root 3. So basically, if you can do x plus 2x, which will give us 3x, then 3 root 3 plus 4 root 3 will give us 7 root 3. We can generalize this as whenever I have a root b plus c root b, I can write it as a plus c root b. So let's try some examples. Given 5 root 2 plus 7 root 2, what can we do? We can factor out the common term, which is the root 3. So we can do 5 plus 7 of root 2, and what is 5 plus 7? That is 12 root 2. However, if you are given 2 root 3 plus 3 root 2, can you combine the two? This is root 3, this is root 2. They are two different radicands. Similarly, let's say you have 3x plus 2y. You can combine 3x and 2y. They are two different quantities. So 3x plus 2y cannot be combined as one quantity. This cannot be combined. Let's do subtraction of sets. If you can do 3x minus x, which will give us how many x's are here? 3. How many x's are here? 1. So if you take away 1x from 3x, you get 2x. If you can do this, then clearly if you are given 2 root 3 minus root 3, then you ask yourself, how many root 3's? 2 of them. How many root 3's? 1. So if you take one of them from the 2 of them, you get one of them, which is 3. So similarly, comparing it to the addition, if I have a root b minus c root b, take note, they all must be the same. Then I can write a minus c all under root b. Example. So given 3 root 3 minus 2 root 3, I can factor the coefficients out. So I have 3 minus 2, then root 3. Then this will give us 1 root 3, which is the same as root 3. The last example. Another example, given 4 root 3 minus 2 root 3, we can factor the coefficients out. So we can do 4 minus 2 all under root 3. Then 4 minus 2 gives us 2 root 3. However, if you have 2 root 3 minus 2 root 2, can you operate them? Can you do subtraction? No. Well, this is root 2 and this is root 3. Let's try an example where there is a combination of addition and subtraction. So given root 27 plus 3 root 3 minus 2 root 12, what is it going to be? You realize that in our previous section we talked about simplification of set. You find a perfect square and a prime that multiplies to give us 27. So we can do 9 times 3 plus 3 root 3 minus 2. Then we can do 4 times 3. Most of the time, the simplest set can give you a clue. You realize that this is both product of 3, this is also a product of 3. Then because 9 is a perfect square, we can express this as root 9 root 3 plus 3 root 3 minus 2 root 4 root 3. And what is root 9? That will give us 3 root 3 plus 3 root 3 minus 2 multiplying. What is root 4? That will give us 2, then root 3. Alright, let's simplify this. So we have 3 root 3 plus 3 root 3 minus 4 root 3. What can we do? Do we have root 3 root 3 root 3? So we can factor it out. So I have 3 plus 3 minus 4 all multiplying root 3. And what is 3 plus 3? That will give us 6 minus 4 root 3. Then what is 6 minus 4? We are going to have 2 root 3. Let's try another one. Given 5 root 8 minus 2 root 18 plus 3 root 2, what can we do? Now this is root 2, right? It means that all these numbers are divisible by 2, okay? Mostly that is the clue. Then we can write this as a product of a perfect square and a prime. Since 2 is already a prime, it means that we can divide and get a perfect square. So we can write this as 5 root 4 times 2, you see the 2, minus 2, then we can do 9 times 2, you see the 2, plus 3 root 2. Then we can write this as a perfect square and a prime. So 5 root 4 root 2 minus 2 root 9 root 2 plus 3 root 2. What is root 4? That will give us 2. So we have 5 multiplying 2 root 2 minus 2. What is root 9? 3 root 2 plus 3 root 2. 5 times 2 will give us 10 root 2 minus 6 root 2 plus 3. Similarly, we can also factor out. So we can do 10 minus 6 plus 3 or multiplying root 2. And what is 10 minus 6? That will give us 4 plus 3. And what is 4 plus 3? That will give us 7 root 2. Thank you for joining me in this section. In our next section, we will discuss other operators and how they work with sets. Subscribe to this channel, leave a comment. Let's all work together to promote this channel to reach a lot of audience.